Hello there. Good evening. I'm Voltaire Montesquieu, and I welcome you to Lost Tales from the Distant Past. Yes, tonight we will take a very interesting behind-the-scenes look at a story from long ago. Let me put aside this great classic in favor of another one. Now, as you all, I'm sure, are aware of just a basic knowledge of history, mankind has many great heroes that it looks to in times of trouble. Famous ones full of epic journeys, such as George Washington, Hannibal, Frodo Baggins is another one that comes to mind. Great men in their times that achieved and overcame great obstacles to become the dominant personalities of their age. Let me take you on a journey back in time. Back before United Kingdoms or USAs. Back to a civilization known initially as the Chippewa tribe. Chippewa pride, for those who follow. Yes, the Chippewa tribe was renowned for its metallurgy, its great works, its operas, many different things. But they had a wonderful oral tradition as well. And that oral tradition was handed down from generation to generation. In fact, me being part 1/15th Chippewa, I'm mighty proud today to say I'm going to reveal something to you that very few have ever heard. In fact, it has never even been put to paper. You're in for a treat, my friends. Now, the Chippewa tribe started out as a small group, and then it became a nation. Now, how did it become this nation? Well, there are origin stories, as in any great civilization, that explain this. The first one and the most pivotal one, the one we will be discussing tonight, is known as Veruka, the Starling Chippewa princess. Now, as I mentioned earlier, oral traditions were something that were passed down from generation to generation. There is no written record of this story. However, my lineage allows me to bring this to you tonight. Yet we're going to do it a little bit differently. Instead of reading you a simple story, we're going to do it kicking it old school, as Homer used to do. We're going to go oral on this mother. I bring to you tonight the epic from the lost tales of the legend of the hidden temple, the Chippewa Diaries, Book 17, Part 1, colon, A New Hope? Question mark? Enjoy, my friends. The drums banged in the night. The fires grew from embers to a roaring flame, as Veruka, princess of the Chippewa tribe, and her many maidens in waiting, danced for the elders and the many men at the banquet. Veruka danced, and as she danced, seductively she noticed, off in the corner, gallops with suffering pony had made eyes at her. She continued to dance, giving him seductive poses, erotica seeping out of her loins. But still, gallops with suffering pony sat there, acknowledging her beauty. Pleased, she continued to dance for him. one more half-cut look. He laid his final eyes upon her, and she knew she would not be a fair maiden virgin anymore that day. They retreated into his teepee, and as they said in the olden days, made Chippewa that night. And a mighty fine Chippewa it was. The next morning, as if a newborn girl, Veruka danced out of her teepee into the morning meadow. As the dewdrops glistened on the leaves, Veruka was in ecstasy. It was only then that she heard a rustle in those very leaves. What could that be? Are you a dangerous coyote? My God. Oh, great God, Sun God, please stand before me. Do not let this great beast take me down. Scratch and sniff. You. Not again. What had seemed like a mere coyote come for blood turned out to be Scratch and Sniff, her wonderful woodland critter friend, as he jumped out at Veruka and into her arms.
Hello, Veruka. How are things this morning?
I am now a woman, Scratch and Sniff. A woman.
That's wonderful, mighty wonderful. Did you bring me nuts?
No nuts today, Scratch and Sniff. But if you're good, there may be some acorns in your future. And as they continued to dance in ecstasy with each other, oh, Scratch and Sniff, how dare you play? They danced towards the edges of the encampment, where a great shadow creeped over them. And upon a branch came Dahlia. Dahlia, Prince of the Storm Crows, landed in front of them and, pulling down its great wing, went, "Caw!"
So, I see a white hare. Give it to me.
You can't have my darling Scratch and Sniff. He is helpless and many miles from home, and he's my best friend. I will not give him up. No!
You will give him up, Veruka.
How do you know my name?
I know. You're a princess and a maiden from the Chippewa tribe. And yet you deny me my prey?
Is there anything I can do to satiate your bloodlust? Oh, great Dahlia. Down the wing came again.
Since you will not provide me with what I crave, flesh meat, you will go on a quest.
A quest? No, I am so merely just a new woman.
Again the feather went down. Defy me again, child, and your bunny will not be the only one who meets his end.
You will go on a quest. It is time your tribe became a nation. The Chippewa nation. And the only way that can happen, my dear, is through you. Through me? Oh dear. But what does he mean?
You will proceed to the Buttercup Forest.
The Buttercup Forest? Oh, no. Veruka knew the dangers that lay in the Buttercup Forest. A harbinger of great ill resided there. Any who entered the Buttercup Forest were never seen again. At this, she begged Dahlia for any reconsideration. There was none, however. Dahlia said,
In the Buttercup Forest, you will face 3 trials, Chippewa maiden. Those 3 trials will determine the future of your people and you. If you don't conquer them, you shan't return.
what will become of us if I don't return and do this?
You will become Chickasaw gutter trash.
Veruka knew. Chickasaws were indeed gutter trash. She could not have that fate befall her people. She looked at Dahlia and said, "Oh, fine. I will go upon this quest, and I will do this for my people and for Scratch and Sniff, my pure friend. And I will make this happen. You'll see, Dahlia."
We shall see, shan't we? Perhaps we will meet again before your trials are up. Veruka?
And away Dahlia flew into the distance, over the heads of the trees of the nearby Buttercup Forest. Veruka stood at the outside of the trees, looked inside. It was dark, dank, deep, and not very erotic. But she knew she had made up her mind that her people's tribe